Hi, Roger Connect, President of Universal Accounting Center. I'm wanting to just take a moment here and share with you something that I've experienced in some recent conversations talking to accounting professionals about some of their frustrations, concerns, in fact, sometimes what it is that maybe propelled them into where they're now working with a number of clients and helping them with their businesses. And it all kind of comes back to a similar theme. And it essentially boils down to accounting professionals sharing with me that they found themselves in a position where they felt the business owner was making decisions but weren't using the informed financial information that had a story to tell about the company. Let me give it to you this way. Imagine, for example, you're reading something that's written in a foreign language to the business owner. You understand it, you find it entertaining, insightful, you see the emotions behind it in the sense that you can laugh and you can cry about what it is you see in the financial information. But to the business owner, it's confusing. In fact, it's just not even a language they can relate to. What it is as an accountant, you've gone through a process now of actually experiencing a joy of helping people understand the story that the business is telling through the financial information, and you find excitement in going through that process as a translator to help them understand this unknown language. Well, what you're doing is you're experiencing what we refer to at Universal Accounting Center as becoming a profit and growth expert. You're that storyteller. You're basically that translator helping your clients or future business owners understand what the business is trying to tell as a story. Let me give you an illustration of this. For years, I've known two families, and when I met them years ago, both families had young adults, early 20s, that were just now entering into their own livelihoods. They were leaving the home, but in both situations, these families had these two individuals that were deaf. So two different families, two different deaf individuals that were young adults leaving the home and going into the community. And in both instances, they were going into the deaf community. And what amazed me, it astounded me, is in both cases, these families, the parents had chosen when they were younger not to teach them how to sign. They basically said, we want to integrate them into society and not teach them sign language. Now, I don't mean to interpret or mean anything by this other than to say, as an individual, as a parent myself, I couldn't understand this. I couldn't relate to this because as a parent, I would love to know what my child is thinking, what it is they're thinking about, what it is that they're passionate about or interested in. And in both instances, these families had no way to communicate with these children. The thing that was intriguing to me is when both of them now were leaving the home, going out, and now starting to communicate, the parents all of a sudden had an interest in both situations to learn sign language. Their children were now starting to learn it as young adults. They were eager to learn it, and the epiphanies that occurred, all of a sudden, as if the layers pulled back and they were starting to learn who this individual was, what their passions were, what their interests were. They were starting to get to know someone who's lived in their home for years that they never knew. It was astounding to me, but yet this was exactly what was happening in these two different distinct homes. Now, I bring this up because I think all too often this is happening in business. You as an accountant understand and see what the business is trying to communicate. It has a story to tell. It's got information it's trying to share, and you're the one that's trying to communicate it, but because the business owner doesn't know the language of business, they don't know what the information is and what the business is saying to the owner. So here you are, you come in, you're communicating as a translator for the business to the business owner what it is that's being said. It's insightful, it's enlightening, it's impactful in the sense that the business owner is finally able to make better informed business decisions. So here's what I want you to understand. It's right for you to feel frustrated as you're trying to communicate with these business owners because it's another language. It's right for you to be in a position where you're acting as the voice for the business to communicate this information such that the business owner can make better informed business decisions. But realize this. You still have three challenges, in my opinion, that you're going to face as you're actually in the process of starting or building your own successful accounting firm. It's essentially, first and foremost, identifying what are those services you're going to offer. What are you going to actually do for clients? Second, it's then the marketing. How are you going to actually go out there and market these services? And then third, what are the services that are going to pay you the most for your time and your energy and for your talents, your expertise? What are those value-based processes or services that you can provide to the client that they're going to then pay you as best they can for the time and effort you're giving them? So one of the things that I want you to understand is here at Universal Accounting Center, we in fact help you navigate this. We have tried and proven processes to help help you specifically start and build your successful services, whether it be marketing, going out and finding the clients, selling, getting them to understand your services and be willing to pay you for those services. Perhaps it's communicating with the clients, just as I was describing, taking the accounting information that you know and becoming not just that expert in the accounting language, but now the translator, being able to professionally translate that information in a way that they can understand. My daughter happens to be studying ASL, American Sign Language, and one of the things that she's having to do in order to be a trained and certified translator is how to specifically interpret for the person what it is that the individual was saying, both ways. She can't bring in a bias. She can't do any of that. She just needs to translate. Well, that's what you're needing to do, is help communicate the information and be the voice oftentimes for that business. That's what we help you do as you're becoming a profit and growth expert. But the third thing that I think all of us can get excited about is offering value-based price or services that are basically those services that are compensating you the most for your expertise. We teach you all of this. We give you all the tools and resources you need in order to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. With the coaching expertise, with the programs that we have, you can literally get the tools, the resources, and everything you need to have the support to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Understand, whether it be accounting, bookkeeping, tax, consultative services, Universal is the place to actually help you achieve this. Our goal is to give you the tools and resources you need to start and build your successful business so that you can be profitable and build a company that you're proud of. There's no reason why you shouldn't be the premier accounting service in your market, and that's what we're specifically here to do, is help you become exactly that. If it's about accounting, it is Universal. Universal is here to help you actually become that expert you're intending to be and give you the tools, the resources, and support to achieve that. Understand this, there's no reason to put this to chance. We've been doing this since 1979. We have tried and proven processes and techniques to learn, become the expert in, and implement these strategies within your market to become that service for your clients. So realize this, if it's about accounting, we're here to help you. Just keep it in mind. There's no reason to go about this alone. Be in business for yourself, but not by yourself with Universal. Take care.